so much for being here, as Daljit and Holly said today. They've mentioned actually a couple of things that we're going to touch upon with our spoken word and our music, which is in tribute to the movement of art that is coming out of the protest in India. It's inspiring them all, keeping their spirits alive. So we're going to do that with yourselves and tribute to that. So the first thing we'll do is the spoken word. If you were here at the last one, we've added an element to it because it is Independence Day, and I want to discuss that a little bit today with your permission. And it's actually a take on my grandfather's story because he moved from Lahore to East Punjab, as many of you will know, and have your own stories. So I wanted to tell that personal story, and then also go on to my mother's brother's story, which some of you will know already, because a lot of our families have been affected by farmer suicide, so it's really important we talk about that. Then we're going to go on to some really beautiful kirtan that we've been inspired by from the protest, and then a little bit of like an uplift Zindabad rally cry. All right? Okay. In August 1947, Babaji walked from a village in Lahore to the east. All their belongings on the bull cart made it over, but not his cousin. Killed by religious division, what a beast. A bittersweet day for so many Punjabs. A land of 5 rivers split into 2. The sacrifices of so many for that saffron, white and green flag, the number of whom were Sikh, were not a few. Nehru, the first Prime Minister, famously said, "The greatest martyrs and their descendants deserved a special status." Promises made, decades later the Golden Temple was awoken. So many lives left broken, a history that would make us. Still, these resilient farmers and labourers proudly wave the flag of India, knowing the sacrifices they've made. Citizens of India as much as any other, constitutionally equal, their memories will never fade. The media may paint them many labels, good and bad. Let it be clear, they are not anti-India. They are India. They are anti-oppression. With community kitchens and food, medical camps with schools and lessons, House of Nanak will always provide, with or without democracy and tyrants. Day 256, over 565 lives lost since November 2020. May this struggle never be in vain. A collective, intergenerational community's trauma, unspoken stories and deep pain. One such example on this very day, the death anniversary of my beloved mother's brother, whose story I will now tell. Such lush green land and plentiful rain. But the green revolution came in vain. Years of chemical pesticides and new seeds. Sorry, I'm a bit emotional because it genuinely is the death anniversary today, so my apologies.
We're with you, Kiran.
Thank you. Left the land toxified. Was there any need? He took out a loan to pay for the new seeds. Would there be enough money left for the cow's feed? Each year the harvest is unpredictable. This year it failed and the drought doubled. He argues with his father and they both lose their tempers. He's so angry and sad, burdened with debt and worrying about collectors. The pesticide tablets are sitting on the shelf. Was it just a cry for help? The doctor says there's nothing he can do. Time to hold his hand, pray as his soul travels to somewhere new. A family devastated, a son lost in his prime. You hear this story in so many villages time after time. And now, present day, his father sits in single border at the protest, remembering the 14th of August, many years ago, when he laid his son to rest. Knowing 28 a day in India die in a similar way, with water in his eyes, he lays his head down and says, "I would die here for our rights, my son, come what may. I miss your mother and your little brother." He has an organic farm now. It's beautiful, especially the turmeric crop, the colours and the taste. Your big sister loves you, talks about you, and in your name for this cause, we make haste. Descendants of Shaheed Bhagat Singh Ji, your grandfather would be so proud. Band char ke Kisaan Mazdoor Ekta? Say it loud. You hear this story in so many villages time after time. We pray for all who have lost their lives. May your sacrifice never be forgotten. Long live the revolution. May it soar.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.